afternoon, crafters, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I am so excited today. We are going to share a flat pop-up card. Now, this turns out to be so pretty that you can actually use it as a keepsake. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. I will come back and show this to you later so that you can see exactly how to do it, because today we're going to make a pop-up card that has a Christmas theme. And you know what's great about these cards is they fit in your envelope just fine. If you haven't already, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. We would love for you to join our Sunflower Stampers and leave us a comment. We really enjoy your comments so much. So let's go ahead and head down to that crafting table. The first thing you're going to need to do is cut a piece of paper 4.5 by 8 3/8. And let me just remind you, we hope that you just take this time to enjoy this video and not worry about the measurements, because you can hop on over to our website and pick up all the measurements you need. And if you see any supplies that you want, well, just look below the video and you can get those as well. But your first card that you're going to need is this 4 1/4 by 8 3/4, and it has several score lines on it. I don't know if you can see those or not, but it's scored at 3/8, 1 3/8, 2 7/8, and 3 7/8. You're going to need this piece of paper, and then we want to go ahead and put some DSP here. So we cut a DSP for our back panel, and that one is 4 by 4 1/4. And then, of course, we have some for our little top panels over here that you'll need to do. What I would highly recommend is go ahead and get this glued down, and we're going to use our silicone mat to get this glued down. Don't you just love this DSP? Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. It is from the Heartwarming Hugs DSP. I just love it. Get this moved just how you want it. Now we're going to go ahead and crease our paper just the way we need it. So we're going to use our bone folder because we want to make sure and get a good crease. And then we have this little bitty tab right here that's very important. And let me show you how this is going to be put together. This is just going to go just like this and form a little box. That's all you're going to do. But first, we need to go ahead and get our DSP put on this paper. So let me give you a quick tip. Go ahead and create your box like you're going to have it on your card, just like this. And then you know you're going to need DSP here and here, and you can just put an X on it so that you don't have to worry about it, because see, it is on the back side of your card. So let's go ahead and get that laid down, and that way you don't make any mistakes. Now we have the back part of it. What you're going to do is you will be decorating a front panel that goes on this. So let's go ahead and get this glued down. Now I would tell you, if you're going to have a message board on the back here, because this is a solid color, you'll want to go ahead and cut that piece of paper and get that glued down now while it's still flat. It just goes on so much smoother. But let's go ahead and get this exactly the way we need it. Now, a good tip for this is to go ahead and use your tear and tape. And we are going to just put this right on this side and really push it down really well. Go ahead and lift it off. You can use your take your pick tool. Now, flip it over just like this. This is where your last crease is. You want to go ahead and just put it just like this and lay it flat. You don't have to worry about getting it all lined up perfectly. This will do it for you. And just hold it for a second, and then look. Now you have your little box. Is that not cute? So now we have our little box created, and we're going to bring in our front panel that we've created. Now on this one, oh my goodness, we are using the Sweetest Time and then the Sweetest Borders dies. This is a great bundle to pick up and get ready for Christmas. This is the piece of paper we cut for the front flap. We also will have these measurements for you so you'll know exactly how to crease it and exactly where to put your score lines. But just know that it's going to go just like this. So your design needs to be right here. We're going to go ahead and stamp our beautiful candles. I'm just going to bring in a piece of paper and I'm going to use my Real Red and get that inked up. These candles are just beautiful. We're going to go ahead and put it right here. So we have our candles stamped, and I went in with our die set and I cut out this beautiful arrangement of holly leaves, and I just glued it on top of some old olive cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I will just be placing it here and I will cut off what I don't need. And I'm going to set that up on dimensionals. Won't that be pretty? But first, I'm going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And the sentiment I decided to use was, friends and family are the truest gifts of Christmas. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in black. So I'm going to use our Stays On ink. Perfect. And you know another little tip? Do you have any of this Stays On ink? Well, you know how it comes with a plastic cover that goes over this? Take that plastic cover, put a dimensional on the inside, and stick it to the top so that every time you close it, it automatically goes over it and it doesn't fall out. We love that little trick. So we have this exactly how we need it. And now we are ready to go ahead and look to see where we're going to put it. Now remember, we need to go ahead and get our greenery on there, right? So let's see exactly how high we want it. I think we want it about right there. I'm going to bring out my dimensionals. Some dimensionals on each of the candles. Use my Take Your Pick tool to get the backing off. Now let's just get this lined up just how we want it. Now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to cut around it. Use that as a guide. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And you know what I like about this card is that it truly is a keepsake. When they receive this in the mail, they are going to love this. So the first thing we need to do is get this laid down right here. So we're going to take some more tear and tape right on the bottom of the front card. Use your fingernails to really get a good grip on it. And we are going to just put it right down here. Now I will remind you that you never want to go over this part of your card because you want it to be able to be sent in the mail in a regular envelope, right? Now let me show you the trick to this one. Once again, we're going to use our tear and tape, and you don't have to use tear and tape. You can certainly use whatever kind of tape you want. We just find that it's much easier to go ahead and use this. And now we're just laying this flat. We're going to bend this over, lay it flat, and there we have it. Look at this. It sits up perfectly, and here's what it looks like. Isn't that cute? Wouldn't this be cute at your Christmas dinner? And you could even make it a name table tent and then maybe put a little message on there. So cute. I love it how fast it is. Now what we did is, if this wasn't white, you could put another piece of paper here so that you have your message, right? But we want to go ahead and bring in a few little rhinestones to sparkle this up. Put them right here on our berries. That's where we need to put them. So we're just going to put a drop of glue. Okay. Okay, so we've added our two little berries at the bottom. So pretty. And you know, you could also add some ribbon on here if you wanted to. I think that turned out so cute, and it truly is a keepsake. Now remember, I showed you this one earlier. I mean, do you love these butterflies? And look at this beautiful die cut we used. And we used this DSP that has this turquoise and gold and put the brown with it. So very pretty. And you flip it over and look what we did. We have our butterfly and put "You're so nice." I mean, this one turned out really pretty too, didn't it? And then finally, of course, we have to bring in our sunflowers, right? Congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. We have our sunflowers. We used our sunflower DSP paper. And of course, on the back, let's celebrate you. And this is where you can write your message. And see, you can write it because it flattens down. See how it flattens? Let me show you. It fits perfectly in an envelope. And there you have it. So you don't have to worry about paying any extra. You can just send it in a regular sized envelope. Well, what do you think about these beautiful flat pop-up cards? Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. We are so excited about these flat pop-up cards. They are truly a keepsake, and I just know our friends and family are going to love them. We hope you have fun making these pop-up cards. Well, listen, remember, go out, be safe, be healthy, be creative in your crafting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.